Fans of teen dramas, sports dramas, and community dramas have likely found the CW series All-American. This show details the true story of Spencer Pasinger, a former NFL player. The CW has long specialized in stylistic, over-the-top teen dramas, and All-American is no exception. If you're a football fan, this show is definitely worth a watch. And if you have seen it but need more football or dramas in your life, check out our suggestions for similar television shows to get into. The first series we have to recommend is the Netflix series spin-off of All-American called All-American Homecoming. This series follows the character of Simone Hicks from the original series as she moves from Los Angeles to Atlanta, Georgia. She attends Princeton University there and goes on a journey to find herself. She decides to pursue a pro tennis career, linking the two series together. Eagle-eyed viewers of All-American may have noticed the episode in the third season that serves as a backdoor pilot for this spin-off. While this series originally aired on the CW, it has since been pulled from the CW schedule and has since been added to Netflix. If you are a fan of binging television series, this show now has the added benefit of having all the shows so far on a streaming service. Baseball fans will also like this spin-off. There is another character, Damon Sims, who dreams of playing baseball for the university. The story is a bit complex as he is shown to have rejected an MLB draft offer so he could continue coaching the baseball team at Princeton University. The show has quite a lot of sports-related storylines, but it also has compelling storylines of characters finding themselves in college. If you're a fan of the original series, this option is a no-brainer. Our next suggestion may be surprising if you haven't heard of the show before. Bel-Air, a dramatic remake of the classic comedy The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The series has the same characters that were featured in the original, but everyone now has more modern storylines. Hillary is now an influencer on the show, and Carlton is plagued by a serious drug problem. The show deals with themes of racism, coming-of-age stories, and blackness. The show is based on a short film that Morgan Cooper, one of the creators of the remake, had made and uploaded to YouTube. Will Smith, the star of the original series of course, has seen and approved of the short film, and even made it known that he would like to work on the retelling and meet Cooper. After a year, the show was finally announced, Cooper's short film acting as a trailer. The show is a must-watch for anyone who is a fan of the original sitcom and anyone who enjoys teenage dramas. While this show doesn't have a very strong presence in the sports world, it does have storylines of high school drama and other various problems that young people face every day. The show is streaming on Peacock, and the new season has been announced for February of 2023. How about a docuseries? Netflix's new series, Last Chance U, and the spin-off Last Chance U Basketball follows college-level sports programs. This series and its spin-off are much more dramatic than some of the other options on our list, but it does have some very real, very relevant issues to talk about. Because it is technically a documentary series, it offers viewers a unique view of what it's really like to play college sports. Some characters are forced to not only play their sport of choice well and train hard, but keep up in the classroom and behave properly at their establishments. For a lot of the young players, their high schools did not require this level of strict rule following, and many of them are seen to struggle with this premise. Each season of the show, after the second, features a different storyline at a different university or college. The first two seasons take place at East Mississippi Community College, known for its junior college athletics programs. And it's not just sports that are featured in this series. There are also heavy themes of masculinity, religion, ethics, and what it means to be successful. The team's head coach, Buddy Stevens, is shown to have an anger problem that directly interferes with his Christian faith. He also attempts to convert many of his players to Christianity, all while struggling with his boorish personality. This show and its spin-off can be watched on Netflix. The next show we have to discuss is yet another teen drama, this time set in high school, Euphoria. While this series doesn't deal much with sports, there are themes of and drug abuse. We should also mention a trigger warning. This show covers topics such as depictions of drug use and its effects, and violence. If any of these are too much for you, we recommend you skip this series. In this show, we follow Rue Bennett, a young addict who suffers greatly from anxiety and depression. She became hooked on drugs when she was very, very young to deal with the illness and death of her father. In fact, it was his painkillers that hooked her. The show is desperately sad and follows an ensemble cast, with all of the characters dealing with various problems. Sam Levinson, creator of Euphoria, has stirred up quite a bit of drama during the production of the second season, currently streaming. Levinson has gotten into many arguments with his actors, specifically Barbie Ferreira, who plays Kat Hernandez. Ferreira had some concerns about her character's arc in the second season, which was supposed to follow a disordered eating plot, and when she brought it up to Levinson, he simply cut her character almost completely from the show. There are also many people who find the explicit nature of the show disturbing. While the actors are adults, the characters themselves are minors, making a lot of people uncomfortable. This one will not be for everyone, but if you are comfortable with the content warnings mentioned, and you love teen drama, this one could be for you. Like Bel-Air, our next suggestion is a remake of a very very popular show from decades past, Saved by the Bell 2020. The remake of the 80s series is a hard-hitting dramedy, much different than the comedy it is based on. Don't worry though, there are plenty of callbacks and cameos from the original series, including Mario Lopez, who played A.C. Slater, returning to the screen as the gym coach. If you haven't seen the original, this show is perfectly watchable as a standalone series, but we do think that fans of the original show will love this show for everything that it is. Showrunner Tracy Wigfield had the following to say: "While the original show was a Saturday morning show for kids, this is a single-camera, kind of edgier comedy. If you never saw the original, it's just a funny show about high school in 2020. The basic premise is that due to a budgeting mistake, high school students from both well-off and underprivileged families are suddenly all attending the same high school. Hijinks ensue, as do very interesting storylines of class inequality, racism, and privilege. While the show has been canceled, you can still watch the first 2 seasons on Peacock. And hey, maybe another network will pick it up, or someone else will remake the series. Fans of All-American for the teenage drama will clearly connect with this show as well." Our list would not be complete without Friday Night Lights. When we think of sports dramas on television, this is undoubtedly the first to come to mind. This show is very similar to All-American, and very likely served as inspiration for the writing of All-American, but it has even more football. That's right, this is definitely the best pick for anyone who simply wants more football in their lives, with the Super Bowl coming up fast. Don't be fooled though, this show isn't just about football. There are also themes of drama between teenagers, the joys and trials of marriage, and small-town politics and drama. Each season does follow a season of football played by the team, the Dillon Panthers, and the East Dillon Lions. But as we mentioned, this show is also undoubtedly about small towns. Specifically in Texas, small towns seem to hyper-fixate on high school and college sports. This is especially true of Texans when it comes to football. Texans' chosen teams often mean so much to them that they follow their wins, losses, and politics as closely as some people follow political or governmental figures. The last entry on our list is another must-watch for fans of All-American, the Fox series Pitch. This series follows similar themes to All-American Homecoming, Friday Night Lights, and Last Chance U, in that it is a sports drama. This one features a female baseball player known for her screwball pitch. We follow Ginny Baker and her desire to one day pitch on a Major League Baseball team. The show has had 1 season so far and has been received very well. It holds a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes, and TV Guide's Liz Rafferty released a glowing review. Not since Friday Night Lights have we seen a sports show that managed to deliver week after week, making viewers feel as invested in the characters' personal dramas as we were with the final scores of the games. The first season ended on a massive cliffhanger, leaving audiences desperate for more. Yet another review reads, "A terrific lead performance and well-constructed setup and timely themes make Pitch a home run." Have you heard of Pitch? Do you plan to check it out? The show has also received a lot of praise for its forward-thinking and treatment of its female protagonist. We have found that most sports media follows male leads, or an ensemble cast of mostly men. What's even cooler is that Major League Baseball has cooperated with Fox to create this series. Are any of these shows old favorites of yours? Or perhaps some of the remakes sound good for fans of the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Saved by the Bell? We would love to hear what you think about All-American, or any of our suggestions listed in this video. Please give our video a like, subscribe to our channel, and if you don't want to ever miss a new video, remember to ring the notification bell. See you all in the next video.